this at the most random times. I never started on time, ever. Never, ever, ever do I start it on time. I always start it whenever I have just enough time, y'all. Just enough. Ooh, I heard that. Oh, I heard that. Y'all, that scared me. I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, we got some sharp points up in here, dude. Golly. I love whenever I, like, step on what you would call a, like, not a porcupine, not an acorn. Something else. Can't remember what it is, but gosh, that hurts so bad. Annie, oh my gosh. Annie, you're still up? That's crazy. That is insane. Oh my gosh. What in the world are you still doing up? Whoa. Of all people, I was not expecting to see you in this chat whenever I did it at this time. That's crazy. That's crazy. Wow. Although, thank you for joining in. I appreciate it. I really do. I didn't want to miss it, and I appreciate that. I do. I appreciate that a lot. Can you believe that I am only 7 people away from 900 subscribers? What is life right now? If we get a really, really good live stream today, we could get up into the 910s, 920s. And if it's beyond astounding like it was that one time, we might even get up to the 940s. That's a stretch. 940 is a stretch, but if we get that, that would be insane. That would be absolutely bizarre. Like, by no joke. Like, we would have to keep on having hit after hit after hit for it to happen. Since you're doing so great, you're growing very fast. And I don't comprehend or understand how or why I am, but I am thankful that I am. You know what I mean? That is what I can be thankful for. Is knowing that we are a growing channel and that we have some loving support from our wonderful subscribers. But yes, that's what we can look forward to, knowing that everything is actually working to where we're building and growing, which is fantastic, y'all, which is actually fantastic. We really need that type of growth. We got 11 in chat too. What's up, y'all? If you're new, drop a comment down. I'll read them all. Yo, Eomar, KK. I don't know what that means, but okay. For all I know, she could be saying hell Nazis or something, but no, I don't know what that is. But thank you for joining in on the live, Natala. Thank you. But yes, let's see here. It says, because you're nice to everyone and always reads everyone's comments, you make my life and probably other people's life better too. I appreciate that. I really do. Thank you, Annie. I really do appreciate that. That does mean a lot to me. That really means a lot to me. Like, you don't know how much that actually means to me. I'm glad that I can do that with somebody. But yes, it says, how am I doing today? I mean, I wish I wouldn't have said that today was going to be a triumphant day, because, I mean, I said it was a triumphant day, and I was like, I suffer the consequences of that. Yo, Edits with Emma, hello, what's up? I see this is your first time in my live stream. Thank you so much for joining. Also, thank you for commenting. I appreciate that. I read everybody's comments. Thank you so much for joining in. I appreciate your time. I appreciate everything that you're doing. If you like what you're seeing, I would appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. It means a lot to me. I'm 7 away the last time I looked from 900 subscribers. You would be a part of the OG people, and I would appreciate it. It says, I was in Germany today. I was so tired now. I bet you were. My gosh. Going all the way to Germany. Good night. I know that's got to do somebody in. I know that I would be exhausted if I went to Germany. Because I live over here in Texas, so yeah, I would be exhausted if I ever went to Germany. But yeah. But yeah, what's up, y'all? What y'all been up to? Y'all been having some fun? I think y'all have been having fun. Let's see here. You know what we're going to do for once? Will you subscribe to my channel? Yeah, bro. Goes, yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Bite the dust. Yes. Love that. What's up, y'all? 19 up in the chat. We love that. If you're new to this channel, please, please, please drop a comment. I read everybody's comments. I really do. Also, if you're new, I'd appreciate it if you hit a subscription. It would mean a lot to me. And yes, that is going to stay up the whole video. Hey, look, I appreciate your honesty. You may not subscribe, but I do appreciate the honesty. I really do. I like how we dropped 10. That's crazy work. But yeah, we're going to keep that up probably the whole stream. I ain't going to lie to you. We're probably going to keep that up the whole stream. I don't see why not for once. I know that it works. So we will see. It says we needed to drive 4 hours to Germany to stay there for 3.5 hours and then go back 4 hours. We could stay in the Netherlands. Yeah, absolutely. I don't blame you on that. I really, really don't. Like, that's crazy work. Golly, that's insane. But yay, look at that. We got somebody that says, yeah, bro, let's go. Thank you to that one person who still believes in small content creators. Thank you to that 2 people who still believe in small content creators. Thank you. Yo, Aria Riddle. Thank you so much for the subscription. Shout outs to you. Thank you for dropping a comment. I appreciate that. It says that was me. There we go. We need that. Yeah. Yeah, we're still going to keep that up for a good while. I'm not going to lie to you. Yay. So we got a few people. That's good. But oh my gosh, can you believe 900 subscribers? That is so close to, oh my gosh, that's insanely close. Yo, Alexandria. Alexandria says hi. What's good? Virginia says hi. Yo, it's been a long time since you've been in my chat. How have you been? I remember you. I definitely remember you. Yeah. Let's see here. It says everyone drop a like and sub. Yes, absolutely. It says there are 7 people that voted. Yes, there's 7 people that voted. Which, granted, no, there is going to be some that say no, and I'm cool with that. I'm totally cool with that. Just as long as by the end of live stream, yeah, bro, ends up outweighing no by biting the dust by a lot, is what I can hope. That's what I hope, y'all. It says I voted yet. Appreciate that, bro. Thank you so much, Alexandra. Thank you for that. Shout outs to you. Thank you so much for that subscription. We appreciate that. Yo. Does this say Julietti? Julietti Campbell says, can I have a shout out? Shout outs to you. We do like to do that. A story to tell. Let's see here. It says, can you pin me, please? We'll see. I don't give out pins too often, but we'll see. Let's see here. Story to tell. I don't necessarily have a story, but what I do have, y'all, is there was this great parable that I saw on TikTok, and it actually somewhat moved me. It was actually insane. Yo, Forsoken says, what's good, Brandon? Or what's up, Brandon? What's good, bro? But yeah, so there was this, like, saying that was in with a person who was talking about how he had gotten, like, a Japanese sword or whatnot. And I'm going to have to find it again. I might literally go and post a link on it in my community post, and I might post it to the video because this is legendary. He's got like a sword, right? And it's with this potter and whatever. And the sword gets broken up into like a million pieces. and then all of a sudden he goes and he gives it to the potter, and then the potter goes and starts mending and molding and shaping it. And moral of the story is basically you have to be broken before you can be beautiful. So like there's going to be times in your life that you end up getting like what you would call broken, hurt, whatever the case may be, but then you can go and you get it that way. But yeah, yes, y'all. It's great work. It really is. It's absolutely phenomenal. I'm really gonna have to post that, y'all. I'm gonna have to post that. I hope to God I don't forget, and I hope I remember to see where it was. But let's see here. Back to the comments. It says, "Can I be mod, please?" Yeah. Usually, if you ask, that's not usually the case. It says, "If you ask for mod, you shall not receive." It says that is true. It says, "Thank you, Juliet." Oh, Juliet Campbell. Oh, okay. Bet. I know a Juliet. Let's see here. It says, "Oh, okay. Gotcha." It says, "That's so true." It says, "Don't beg for mod." It says, "Okay, I didn't beg though." I mean, in all honesty, in their defense, they did not beg. They asked one time. One time, and that was it. So there was no begging. See, look at that, y'all. See, after 15 votes, see, we got 53 and 47. Do you see what I'm saying, y'all? As long as bro far outweighs the nah, we're good. Jesus Hernandez says, "Yo, what's good, bro?" Says exactly. It says, "I just said not to beg." Fair enough. Corey says, "What's my favorite brand for..." What is GIS? What's my favorite brand for GIS? What's GIS? It says, "Is it now 6 in the evening by you?" No, believe it or not, it's only 5:34. It's only 5:34 for me right now. You said don't beg. Have I watched Stranger Things yet? Everybody asked me about that. And to be honest with you, for the finale, I don't care if y'all spoil it for my sake because I don't watch it, but to other people, you know good and well they're gonna torch you if you do so. It says, "Who is my favorite risen athlete?" What you mean by that? Like, for real, what do you mean by that? I don't know what you mean by the risen athletes and stuff like that. Like, for real, on a real note, I really have no idea what you're talking about. I wish I did though, but I sadly don't. It says 11 died in Buchanan is dead. It says, "Oh yeah, I counted good." It says, "Live now at 12. Wow, it's 12:35 for you? That's insane. It says, "How old am I?" I am 19. Believe it or not, I'm 19 years old. I turned 20 February 11th, though. And I will be excited for that. I will be so excited for that, y'all. I'm ready for that stream. I really am. It says, "Oh, yeah, I know. Oh," a lot of people say, "Oh." Ooh, yeah. That says, "I was born February 1st. We love that. It says, let's see. It says, "I liked on all your videos." Appreciate that. Even though you just came in, but appreciate that. It says, "Do you like to know everything about him?" No, he's just been in for a while, guys. Calm down. He's just been in for a while. It says, "I was born February 1st. It says 12 days left. We love that. Do I think Islam could be Torah in a fight? That's a good question. It really is a good question. I don't know. That's tough, man. Both are equally pretty decent. I'm not gonna lie. Let me see here. It says, "It's my 17th live. Love how bro's counting it." It says, "Why don't you like me?" It says, "Before it's your birthday." Yes, and I am so excited for that. I really am, y'all. Y'all truly don't know how excited I am for that to come about. Cause y'all know me, I don't hype up anything, but I do hype up my birthday for once. Like, that's gonna be so much fun. It says it's 6:37 here. Nice. So you're on the east coast of the United States. We love that for you. I'm right in the central. Let's see here. It says, "What's my favorite big water northern pike bait?" I don't usually do big water northern pike baits though. That's the problem. I like to fish, but I just like to do like little like Not trout, but like the smaller ones, like the little worm things. That's what I deal with. It says, I don't know, because I can say I just want to be mod once. You're like, don't beg, don't act like that. Nice. It says, I was asking Alexandra. It says, hi, I'm back. The official, what's good? I remember you from my last one. Yo, it says my birthday is on July. You mean June or July? Oh, June 23rd. There we go. It says, not for everyone. It says, and I answered you. It says, do you still have the same job? Yeah, I do. I do. Right here, y'all. It says, hi, I'm back. What's good? What's good, bro? It says, bro, I'm not talking to a 2-year-old that is on an iPad. Shouldn't be. That's crazy. It says, I didn't mean to put that. You're good. Jesus Hernandez says, yo. It says, do I think NVDA has reached ATH, or is it still bullish? Okay. Whenever it comes to the stocks like that, I'm not going to lie. Because of how much it has grown in just the past 2 or 3 years, the hyper growth of that, I really, honest to God, think it's still bullish. I'm being so for real with you. I do not think it's hit its cap yet. This is Alexander Systems trying to be a mod. It says, search up scat. I don't even know what scat is. Yo, where am I from? It says, you should not be talking because it's like your mod not gonna. Because it looks like your mod not gonna lie. It says, yo, where you from? This is a good mod. Seriously, exactly, and you're not a good one. Alright, y'all, let's drop it off in the comments. Drop it off in the comments. Calm down, calm down. Let's see here. It says, everyone say nice. Don't fight, please. Let's see here. It says, yo, I'm back. I've been busy. Modify my BMW M30. Ooh, nice. We love that for you. Absolutely, we love that. What'd you modify it with? Please tell me you put some torque on that, dude. Please tell me you did. It's crazy. That's literally just his turkey thing. And first and foremost, nobody, and I mean nobody, tells me what to do in my own life. That's crazy. Let's see here. Blazing Flame Christian Channel says, hi, what's good, bro? Yeah, it says, this mad reminds me of Kayla and Quinn. Yeah. Let's see here. That's fine. Watch this. Here you go. We don't need people like you. Not in this chat. There you go. For being smart and disrespectful. There you go. Let's see here. It says, just posted a second ago. Love that. Yeah, we're not dealing with that, y'all. And if I lose a subscriber for that, I don't care. I don't want people like her to be in my subscriber people. I would be ashamed to call her one of my subscribers. I would be ashamed. Let's see here. It says POV, the City Boys. Learning Dark Mango. Yes, psychology and listening to that. The Brazilian and funk is crazy. It says, but then Mason comes and beats our butts, so we take him to the restaurant. Karma and nice. We love that for you. It says turbo supercharger. Nice. Obviously lowered suspension, new engine swap, basically everything. Dude, from the pump all the way to the engine, bruv. Yes, sir. We love that, dude. How much horsepower does that have now, dude? How much horsepower does that have? It says good decision. It says, why did you delete the Flame Christian channel? What do you mean? I didn't think I did. It says, I think I spelled it wrong. You good? It says, hey, I just got the screen. I just got the screen. Expect for my mom and my sister. My mom's and my sister's is actually okay, but some of my family died. I'm sorry to hear about that for you. It says, he's avidly against racism. There you go. It says he cuss. And it says, no is beating yes on who subbed. He did. Yeah, he did. But yeah, I mean, that's fine, y'all. Even if no wins, Even if no wins, that's fine. That doesn't make me no difference at all, y'all. We still gonna have over 900 subscribers by the end of this live. Now, granted, that's a bold declaration, but we are gonna have over 900 people by the end of this, which is gonna be absolutely insane. And you best believe that I'm gonna make a post about it as soon as we hit 900. It says, hey, I'm doing like and subscribe. I just got on the screen. Yo, Dakota, shout outs to you, bro. Thank you so much for the subscription. We appreciate that. It says, do I think Bo is the best game in the COD series? Black Ops 3, yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Black Ops 3, you're not beating that dude. The maps are awesome. The characters, the MGs, the LMGs, the SMGs, every one of their guns that they have, bro, are flawless on the BO3 maps and the Nuketown, bro. You cannot beat the Nuketown, the original, bro. I'm telling you, dude, that's where it's at. Ladies here says, be right back. Gotta call my grandma. Nice. David Brow says, hi. Yo, what's good, bro? First time in the chat. Welcome aboard and welcome abroad. If you're liking what you're seeing, man, I hope that you hit that like button and I hope that you hit the subscription too. Thank you for joining us. It says 700 horsepower, but it's not road legal. So for legal reasons, 500 HP. Nice. It says me sick. That's a bummer, bro. I hate when people are sick. It says, what's my opinion on Greenland being the newest state of the USA? Trump said it was going to happen, and it did. He's a man who keeps his word. He's a man who keeps his word. It'll be great for us for the oil drilling, but honest to God, that's the only reason why it'll actually be halfway decent is for the oil drilling, and that'll be it. Like, honest to God. Yo, Mason Caden says, hi, what's good, bro? What's good, my man? How are we doing? Says, what Call of Duty game do you hate the most? That's a good question, man. Usually Call of Duty has some pretty good series. I'm not going to lie to you, though. Black Ops 1 storyline sucks. Y'all can call hate on me all you want. Black Ops 1 storyline absolutely sucks. Like, it doesn't align with anything, doesn't go good, so I'm going to go Black Ops 1. I really cannot say Black Ops 1 is a good one. It's really not. It's not one I would recommend to people. It says you fave mode. Nice, appreciate that. Let's see here. It says me throwing up. That's nasty. That's a bummer. Yo, and subscribe. What's good, bro? What is good, man? How are we doing? Yo. Atlantic says, what's up? It says I can go 780 HP in Minecraft. Oh, dude, that's insane work. So that means what? You're kissing, and honest to God, you're kissing 1 to 6, like 0 to 60 within 2 seconds. Within 2 seconds, you're hitting 0 to 60 with that kind of horsepower. God bless America, son. That is a fast BMW, son. And it says, I'm good, bro. Thanks. Absolutely. It says, I got to go. I can't miss the live. Have a nice day. Thank you so much for joining in and dropping and saying, hey, I appreciate that. Thank you. Yo, George, what's good, brother? How are we doing, George? It has been a while since we've seen you. Well, it's not been too long, but it has been a minute. It's been a small minute. But I'm glad that you could join in again. Thank you so much, bro. Can you believe that we are almost at 900 subscribers, y'all? That's crazy work. That is crazy work. I cannot believe that we are there. Let's hear. It says, who is Tim and why is he asking where my mama is? I have no idea. It says, good to see you again, bro. Have a good night. Same to you, yo, and subscribe. Appreciate that. It says, a few days ago. Yeah, a few days. Yeah, exactly. 900 subscribers. Oh my goodness. All thanks to y'all. Could not have done it without y'all. 900 subscribers, y'all. Oh my gosh. Wow. Y'all get a round of applause for that, y'all. Thank you so much. Wow. Dude, I need to pop some confetti or something for 1,000. I'm telling you. So close to 1,000 lovely people, for real. Yeah, and Aiden says, yeah. Absolutely, we need that, y'all. We need that, we need that. It says, I have it up to 209 on the country roads. And they're just flat straight. Gosh, I had to slow down because I started to shake. Oh my gosh, that's insane. It says 900. Really, congratulations, bro. I appreciate that. Yo, and subscribe. I appreciate that. Bro, that's crazy work. Wow. Wow, that is unreal. Let's see here. It says, I'm on 108. Congratulations, my dude. Congratulations. That is awesome. Let's see here. It says, do I think interrogating symmetric workouts is optimal for building muscle? I like your questions, bro. I really do. I like your questions. These are some sweet questions. I think it would help, honestly. I honestly, God, think it would help. Because then you're also you're not only doing core muscles, but then you're doing the tiny muscles too. So yes, I think that would work and help out your workouts a lot. It says, guys, check out my channel. It says I got a second one now. Nice. It says, love your channel, Blazing Flame. There you go. It says, my bro was holding on to the seat, but I bet he was, dude. I'd be holding on to the, what we like to call in America, the oh crap handle, where you go like this, you're like, oh God. But yeah. Bro says, thank you. Absolutely. There you go. There you go. I'm loving this right now. It says, hi, I'm Sophie. How are you? Hi, Sophie. I'm Brandon. I'm doing good. How are you? I'm trying to see if you've been in. Let's see here. It says, I'm good. Thank you. Okay, no, this is your first time in chat. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. Thank you so much for joining in. It says, do I know why Richard Foden stole the device on the moon? No, I don't. I have no idea. It says, thank you. Absolutely. If you're new to this channel, you can at least make it before 1,000 now instead of 900 because we just hit 900 subscribers. So you can hit it and be a legend and make it in before 1,000 subscribers. So thank you so much. And I would appreciate it if you dropped a subscription and dropped a like on this if you like what you're seeing. Like I said, I do read everybody's comments. It says, what type of videos do I make? On my live streams, I do nothing but read chat comments. On my YouTube shorts, I like to go trendy topics and whatnot. I try my best to ride what they call trend jacking is what I like to try and do on my YouTube shorts. And every great once in a while, I do long form videos. It's not often that I do those though. It says, if I was still a teen, I know I would be dead in that beast because I used the top of my dad's Chevy. Oh snap, that's insane. It says, if your friend didn't buy any doors all game, would you still revive him or let him bleed out? Well, dude, that's your fault for not getting doors. You're bleeding out, dude, and I'm not going to lie. You're bleeding out straight up. Common sense says to buy doors. Common sense says to stack up on doors, like for real. It says, what should I do if I'm left out of my friend group? Find some better friends. Find better, honest to God, I'm not trying to be smart. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm being so for real. Find you some better friends. Find some people that will actually include you, that will make you feel valued because you are who you hang with. So that is my greatest advice to you. Find you some friends that will let you in their friend group. And then show the other people that kicked you out and didn't let you in the reason why you're in that friend group. Because you know good and well that you are going to be the best person that you need to be when you're with the right people. It says, Doors, what game is this? I believe that he's talking about CODs. I believe he's talking about CODs. I could be wrong, and I don't mind admitting that I'm wrong. But let's see here. It says, Tiga, Karma, whatever that says. What's up? What's up? Lanam, how we doing? It says, because I have multiple friend groups. I go to a Christian school. And it's not that they are mean or purposely leaving me out, but sometimes feel that they don't stand up for me. I see what you mean. I mean, you have friends, but you don't have... No, you have acquaintances, you don't have friends. You have people to be around, but you have nobody to be there for you. You need people to be there for you. Is what you need. But besides, we're supposed to stand out anyways, y'all. It says, do I think Mexicans or Indians would win in a war of attrition? Not if Russia or Americans are involved. No, I don't think they would. That's just me being honest, though. And that's my personal opinion. There's no fact to that. That's just my personal opinion. Was chalk. It says, thanks for that advice. Absolutely. Of course. We're here to give the best advice that we know how to give. At this point. That's all we're trying to do. That is all we are trying to do. Just trying to help out and be an encourager to somebody. Just cold stun them. There you go. Or that too. Says, bro, yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. We just try our best, y'all. That's all we do. I have no words of wisdom, no words of knowledge. Just try to give my best advice because I've been in this place where Astrid's been before. Okay, I really have. I've been where I have been at a place where I was around everybody, but none of them were for me. None of them were... They were just around me, okay? They were around me. They weren't literally by my side for me. But now I got some people that do, so there you go. It says, do I think it's worthwhile to invest in ETFs while the Takajan's mineral supply is degrading? No, I really don't. If you're doing for EFTs, I would go like more so like your EFTs. I would put it to where you see continual growth. Instead of doing EFTs, I would put it in S&P 500. And if you go into the S&P 500s, then it obviously is going to help you out. Because statistically speaking, it grows by like 15 or 20% throughout the decade. So by all means, I would definitely, instead of investing in EFTs, I would highly suggest doing S&P 500s. Because those really do work a whole lot. This is not, I was just wondering what you do, you know? Right. No, I appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I do. That is what I do. But yes. Wow, 900, y'all. My gosh. Wow, 900 people. Wow. Soon to be 9,000. Wow, that's going to be a trip. I'm going to lose my everything whenever I have like 10,000 people. I'm going to be like, oh my gosh. How long have I been on YouTube? Consistently and consecutively, only a few months. But like downloading YouTube, creating the profile and everything like that, probably since 2022, I think. Don't get me wrong, but I think it was in 2022. It should be on my bio though, is where it should be. Oh my goodness. But yes, y'all, wow, I can't believe it's only been 35 minutes. Wow. And look at that, y'all. Like I said, the yes is beating the no. We are thankful for that. Yeah, bro is at 53% right now, and No Bite the Dust is at 47. Which we love that, y'all. We only want Yeah, bro to increase. We only want Yeah, bro to increase. But yes. Yo, Jason. Jason says, hey, what's up, man? How are we doing, Jason? It's been a while since we seen you. Not really. I literally just saw you last live stream. I remember that much. But I do appreciate you joining back in again, man. So thank you for that. I cannot believe, y'all. Can you believe that we've actually hit 900 subscribers? I'm actually shocked about that. That's insane. It says, well, I hope your videos keep being successful and stuff. They look cool. I gotta go, but it's been really nice. And thanks for the advice. Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining in. I really appreciate that, y'all. I do. I really, really do. It helps out a whole lot. It shows YouTube that we're serious, that we're growing. YouTube's finally going to take us serious and start pushing our content more and more and more. It's only looking like things are going up, y'all, which is fantastic. Y'all. It's going to be good. It's going to be really good. Shows we got 3 up in the chat right now. I appreciate even the 3. Like, 3 is pretty cool, especially whenever you can keep it consistently. Like, yeah, that's pretty sweet. It's cool that, like, people will actually watch you through, which is awesome. It says there's a delay. Uh-oh. Yeah, I do have bad signal out here. It says, how are you doing today, Brandon? I made it through today, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of exhausted from work, but, you know, it is what it is. I gotta go back to the grind tomorrow anyways. Let's see here. It says 3 is my favorite number. Love that. Love that for you. 3 is a pretty cool number. I'm not gonna lie. 3 shows the number of completion, is what they like to say. I'm sure that's what they taught y'all in Christian Bible schools or something like that. That 3 is the number of completion. Let's see here. Bro says amen. Absolutely. Another one bites the dust is gaining a little bit, which is okay. Even if we have a 50-50. 50-50 split's crazy. But that would be awesome if we had more than a 50-50 split. I ain't gonna lie, if it gets to the point to where I can't sleep tonight, like, I'd for real literally I would go and just straight up just pop out and just have a blast. Yo, Shamir says, Brennan, are you really happy? Yeah, why wouldn't I be happy? What's good? Says, I'm here. What's up? It says, I mean, really? Yeah. Why wouldn't I be? Why wouldn't I be? It says, why wouldn't you sleep, Brandon? Oh, I don't know. I get like that sometimes, man. I'm going to be so honest with you. Sometimes I go and I get to where I don't sleep at all. It literally just happens sometimes. Like, yesterday. Yeah, literally yesterday. It was insane. I was like, oh my gosh. But yeah. It says, I mean, really? Yeah, dude. Why wouldn't I be happy? What reason do I have to not be that? It says, what's more important, freedom or health? I mean, I like my health, but I mean freedom. Freedom gives me the privilege to be able to keep on moving. Freedom's a privilege. Health is like kind of like something that you really need. This is your love that. It says, what are my 3 favorite genres of gaming? Action-based shooting is number 1. Multiplayer online is another one, like that kind of genre. And what's that other one? Critical thinking. Yes, I like those 3 categories. It says seriously, I get it. Yeah. It says your, and it says both. It says hi. How are you? Yo, Hazel, what's good? How are we doing? How are we doing today? I see this is your first time in chat. Thank you so much for joining in. If you like what you're seeing, hit the like button, hit that subscription. You'll be here before 1,000, and I appreciate it. Yo, if you know, you know. Hi, Brandon. What's good? If you know, you know. How we doing? It says, how was work today? Work today was, honest to God, actually kind of ridiculous, but I mean, I'm trying my best to keep my head up about that because I got to go back to the same place tomorrow. It says, is GTA 4 really the best game GTA has ever created? Yes. Yes. Yes, it is. Yep. Better than GTA 5. It'll be better than the GTA 6 that'll come out when Jesus Christ comes back. Yeah, GTA 4 is the best one. Best one ever created. I will personally say that, yes. Although the original one, the original GTA does hit a close match. I'm not going to lie. I'm really not going to lie to you. It's a close match. But GTA 4 is still good. I like how we got 7 up in chat now. That's pretty cool. That's a number I like to see. I like to see that number. 7 or 6 of them. That's cool. No, I'm not saying it the other way around either, because I know how y'all get. Lord. Let's see here. It says, do I think creatine's interaction with G protein coupled receptors is critical for optimal neuron firing? If I'm being honest with you, for G proteins, I wouldn't mix G proteins with creatine. I think that's pretty dumb considering you're going to have creatine that does the same ordeals because it has nearly the same chemicals as G proteins. So I wouldn't recommend putting them together. That's like sniffing cocaine and then going and grabbing like some crack or like sniffing fentanyl and then getting some crack and then like for real, which is crazy. But yeah, dude, no, for real. Honestly, I would do it to where you just take the creatine. Creatine's gonna work just the same. Definitely gonna need some help with that. Now see here, it says, bro, you know I found a website today where there is actually bets that are placed on the possibility different scenarios happening before GTA 6 and Jesus Christ coming before. It was 49%. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, that was actually awesome. That's crazy. What's the website? Is that actually like what's the website for real? That's insane. That is sad that over half of their bets is placed on Jesus Christ coming back before GTA 6 comes out. That's wild. That is wild. Sammy, I appreciate your comment, bro. Samma, whatever you are, thank you so much. You're awesome, bro. It says ChatGPT 6 coming, we're 51%. I can believe that too. I place my hope and trust more in ChatGPT 6 coming out than GTA 6. Like, for real. Yo, Jose, what's good, bro? Jose says, what's up? What's up, man? How are we doing? Oh yeah, look at that. We like that, bro. It says, yeah, bro. It's up to 55%. We love that. Another one, or it says, no bite the dust is at 45. I think I have a zit right there on my nose, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. TMI, don't get me wrong, but gosh, that just hurt like a mug. Oh my gosh. But yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. Can you believe that we actually made it to 900 subscribers? I still cannot believe that. That is what you call insane work. That is insane. It really is. Wow, this is bizarre. I never thought that I would make it to 900 subscribers. Wow, what a trip. Yo, what's good, bro? I see this is your first time in chat. That's what it looks like. Is it your first time in chat? Let me see. Might be. It is. I'm obviously going Ronaldo. I'm sorry, I'm not picking Messi. There's no way. Ronaldo has the class. He's got Cologne. He's got it all. Messi's just like a shadow figure of him. Let's be so honest. Now, I do like whenever they're in the World Cup series and they're playing against each other. I'm not going to lie. That is a fun match to see. It says this is the website. The rest is nah. Julie Smith says, hi, what's good, Julie? How are we doing today? Let me see here. I wonder if it would let me share this over on TikTok. It says, nah, it says you're lying. No, I'm not, bro. I'm picking Ronaldo all the way. I'm picking Ronaldo all the way. No, there's no way, bro. I'm telling you. We can pull up stats and everything, dude. Ronaldo is better by far. Says he's not good at all. Prove it. Prove how he's not good, bro. How is he not good whenever he scored the most goals in the World Series Cups for like God only knows how many times? The amount of years that they made it to the World Series Cup just because he was on their team is unbelievable. Now, will I give you this one thing for sure? I will give you this one thing. Ronaldo is a ball hog. Let's be so for real. Ronaldo is a ball hog. But besides that, dude, he's pretty good. Let's see, have I ever thought when you ask a kid, say Papa, why he said that and why he doesn't say Papa and only Papa, right? It says, what did I do today? I went to work. I went over to my grandparents' place. I ate dinner and then came back here to do a live. Came back here to do a wonderful live with y'all because we do it every day. And we made it to over 900 subscribers. Wow, that's insane. The Saudi, and then after that, everyone started to like him. Now, granted, I will give you that. He does dabble in some crazy things, though. I ain't gonna lie. He be dabbling in that kind of stuff. I mean, that is true. Let's see here. It says, like your hair. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. It says, have I considered the Fisher COGCs for assisting in health and laser eye surgery? Granted, I think it's great. I really, really do. Don't get me wrong. But I also believe that that is going to be the number one cause for any kind of cancer that you get. Because every kind of radiation and chemicals is going into your eyes to help heal it. So I think that that's cancer causing, if I'm being honest with you. But if you overdose on ice cream, it's the same deal. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you overdose on sugar, that's a cancer cause deal. So, like, yeah. It says, is Goodfellas better than Scarface? Goodfellas definitely is. Are you in the USA? Yes, I am, and I am deep in the heart of Texas. Deep in the heart of Texas, my man. Let's see here. It says, by the way, oh, it says I subscribed to your YouTube channel, or I subscribed to your channel. Don't forget me when you got 1 mil. I got all my OGs, bro. I take pictures of my OGs whenever it comes down for the subscriber list. I promise y'all, there ain't no way I can forget y'all. Even in the chats that's gonna be flooding in, I'll still be sure to say hey to y'all. Because y'all were here for me before we ever got big. If we get big like 1 million subscribers, I will give you for sure and a few others a great shout out. I will tell y'all how awesome y'all's channel is. I will tell everybody to go subscribe to y'all so that way y'all too can get monetized. Because I'm just that kind of person. And I want people's lives to be better. So yeah, I will remember you. Matter of fact, I'm going to screenshot this. I'm screenshotting that so I will always have it. So that way I can pull it up and I can say, I remember you. I'll be sure to do that. It says, do I think Tylenol has any relation to autism if taken during pregnancy? Yes. Yes, because of all the chemicals that are in Tylenol. Yes, I do. The thiazolidine and whatever else you want to call it, the glysolin, all these sologens and whatever else. But yes, I really do think that it does contribute to it. Granted, my mom laid off the pills whenever she was having me, but that's besides the point. But yeah. It says, what do I think of autism? I think there's different brands of autism. Of being like, you can be autistically smart, like really, really smart, or you can be autistically stupid. You know what I mean? Like Down syndrome retarded. Like, not trying to be mean or anything, but like for real, that's like your two different deals. Now, all these people who have different other types of autism's cool. Like you got your ADHD, OCD, you know, all of that stuff, you know, but all of which can contribute to autism. But it's like, I mean, do I believe that people can actually have autism? Yes, I do. Do I believe in the sense that people act a certain way because of autism? Not necessarily, but I mean, some things you just can't control. And honest to God, that might be one of the things they can't control, and that's just how they are. But yeah, ADHD, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Different contributions and contributes to autism and everything else. This is, bro, Messi started top tier, but Ronaldo started poor. That's exactly my point, dude. That's what makes Ronaldo great. Is that he started poor and worked his way up, showing you that anybody could do it. So there you go. Bro says, what? Yeah. I'm sticking with Ronaldo, bro. You can do Messi all you want. You can do Messi all you want, bro. I'm picking Ronaldo 100%. Says, just a debate about the skill level. Not where someone started when. Exactly. Agreed. And skill level, Ronaldo wins, bro. Plain and simple. Okay? Don't make me bring up the World Cup series. How many times did Ronaldo beat Messi? Don't give me that. Don't start with me, dude. You know good and well Ronaldo has won more World Series cups than Messi. So let's not even get started on that, please. It says for me, I like both. Don't get me wrong, I like them both too. But if I had a preference, I'm picking Ronaldo. Yo, Prince says, sup, bro? What's good, man? It says, do I watch tennis? No, I do not. Ronaldo won. But let's see here. Tennis isn't something that I necessarily watch. I mean, men's tennis not too often. Women's tennis I don't really watch. I mean, I don't watch a whole lot of tennis. Now playing tennis, yeah, I like to do that. It says CR7. There we go. Bro says no. It says, are we tied? I haven't checked. I think I may barely be ahead. Chat was screaming. Chat was screaming 900. No. Bro, I'm gonna look this up whenever I get off the stream, bro. There ain't no way Messi's won more than Ronaldo. There's no shot. There's literally no shot. There's literally no way. I don't believe it, but it is what it is. Hey, if I lose the debate, y'all, I lose the debate. Okay? Fair enough. I'm not a great debater like someone we have formerly lost, but that's besides the point. Let's see here. It says he won in 2022 World Cup, I think. Plausibly. Yo, Ollie Winnie says, hi, what's good? How are we doing? See, you made it up into the chat. Is this your first time in? I think it might be. Yes, it is your first time joining in. Yeah, what's up? Welcome aboard. Welcome abroad. If you like what you're seeing, I read everybody's chat comments whenever we're doing a live. And also I do a lot of YouTube shorts and very few long form videos. But yeah, I do a mix of all three. But if you ever continue to join my lives, then you will see that I do nothing but reading chat comments. So therefore, you have just gotten your comment read. But yeah, if you like what you're seeing, drop a like on the video and also give me a subscription. I would appreciate that. See, it says, you have an opinion, but it should be objective rather than subjective. What do you think? I mean, I agree to an extent, but I like to be peaceable with all people. I honest to God like to be at peace with all people, so if I'm subjective, then that's fine. This is what year were you born? I was born in 2006. It says, that sounds like my channel, honestly. Nice. Yeah, I see you have like, what, 389? Yeah, you got quite a few. Sir Human Pent, nice. It says, is that a Vox? It says, yeah, Vox and Velocir, nice. Nice, y'all. But yeah. And also, thank you for the like. I appreciate that. Thank you for the like, and thank you for the subscription, because it didn't go up until you showed up. So thank you so much for that, Winnie. I appreciate that. But yeah, y'all, I ain't gonna lie. It's been real, and it's been fun. It's been real fun. But yes, y'all. With that being said, I'm fixing to get off of here. It says, and is the player great because he won more trophies with his team, or because he's better skilled than anyone? If I'm being honest with you, when you bring it up that way, it's because of the trophies that he's gotten with his team. Let's be so for real. Let's be so for real. But yes, y'all, with that being said, I hope y'all take care. I hope y'all have a good one. I hope to see y'all in the next live, because we will have one tomorrow. Y'all take care. Y'all have a good one. And guess what? Yes did win at the end of the chat. Boom. Take care, y'all. Y'all have a good one. And thank you so much for 900 subscribers.